Hi, this is Deborah Sable Thornbrew, and I'd like to introduce you to CSIT 134, Microsoft PowerPoint for Business. To get started, you would go to the MiraCosta.edu website, which is located up here, and from their homepage, you would click Online Ed. On the Online Ed page, you would go to Canvas. You can click the Canvas icon or the green button. After you log into Canvas, make sure that you are on the correct class page. You might be able to see those classes if you're taking more than one on a page called the dashboard. It would show up, that would be the first page that you'd see after you log in to Canvas with your Surf ID and password. Once you're on the home page for our class, this is what it looks like. You'll see this yellow banner that says Welcome to PowerPoint class, and if you keep scrolling the page up, you'll see a bunch of different multicolored buttons that I created that take you to different parts of Canvas. At the same time, you have a menu list on the left-hand side. All of these menus are clickable as well. Some of these menus are already listed in these buttons down here, and some of them are not. These buttons are created by me specifically because the menu does not have all the pages in it that I want you to have access to. So as you scroll down into the lower part of this page, it's up to you to go through and click each button in turn and just kind of get a handle on what's here. The first thing you might want to do is click Meet Your Teacher. So if you click that button, you'll see a page about me, and there's also a little audio file here if you want to click the audio file there that talks about me just a little bit and about how I approach this class. And there's a little more information about my background here on this page. Also, down here towards the bottom, you'll see my email address. That is the fastest way to get hold of me is through email. I check my emails frequently throughout the day, Mondays through Friday. To get back to that home page, just go over here and click Home at the top left area of that menu. And then go through each of these buttons in turn. One of the more important ones, at least in the beginning of the class, is this one. This is the syllabus button. Now I know I already sent you one through email before the class started, but if you lose it or you want to see it again, you can just click this button here and a copy of the syllabus will open for you. Another important button is this one here. This one lists the due dates for all of the assignments, modules, and tests that are due throughout the semester. So if you click that button, it will open the Adobe Reader PDF file that has all the due dates on it. And more than the due date, it'll have the date it's due on the left-hand side. In the middle, it tells you what it is. And then on the far right-hand side, it tells you how many points that particular item is worth. And it goes, if you scroll through the whole thing, it goes all the way to the end of the semester, including the final exam. So feel free to print this out or just have it handy. I'm going to go ahead and close that page. The Tools and Resources button here, when you click that, it brings you to a page that has lots of stuff in it that you may or may not need to see throughout the semester. First of all, it tells you the required materials for this class, what you need to have. You definitely need to purchase the textbook, and you also need to have access to Microsoft PowerPoint 2016 version. Okay, or you can also use Office Suite 365. It's the same thing basically. The rest of the list of what's here either comes with the purchase of the textbook or it comes as a free use. So, it depends on what it is you need or what it is you have. If you don't have your own computer, then you can come to campus and use the computer lab in the library, and most days of the week and also on some Saturdays, and also some evenings. And it's all free there, so you can just walk in, show your student ID, and they'll let you into the lab. This scroll the page up and it talks more about the textbook and the different ways you can purchase it. Tells you what else is recommended for this class but not required. Here, by the way, this link right here is a website where you can purchase software at a serious discount. I mean, if you were going to buy Microsoft Office Suite version 2016, it might cost $400. But at this website, it's only $39.99 and it's yours. So that's really a great website to go to. So for college students and faculty. And also there are additional links and information here, how to find help. If you feel that you need some one-on-one tutoring, you can click these links here and they can take you to the tutoring information page. You can get tutoring in person on campus or online or over the telephone, I believe. So even if you can't physically come into campus, they can still help you. And here it goes into more details about the class, how many points you need to earn by turning in all the required tasks and assignments in order to pass the course. Talks a little bit about some other things that we have in our department, like Club IT, career assistance, and how to get certified as a Microsoft user by Microsoft. So I'm going to click, go back up to the top of the page and click Home. So that's the Tools and Resources button. There are additional buttons. I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but I do want to show you a couple, one or two more. So I'm going to click the Modules button. That is the really important one here because this is where you'll find all the assignments and instructions on what to do. So at the beginning, at the top, there's a section called How to Use the Textbook and Do the Projects. And you'll see different little mini tasks underneath the title of a section, like what is a module? And then under here it'll say the word view. Mine says viewed because I already looked at it. And if you'll notice over here on the right hand side, there is a green check mark that says completed. So I did complete that required task. So you would click something like this. You would click one of these tasks like this one, what is a module, and I'll go in and show you what that looks like. And as you can see, it's just a very short page, a couple of paragraphs is all it is. It describes what I call a module and what they are in this class. So now I'm going to click the back button and go back to the previous page. How to use the textbook and do the projects is another one you need to view. And then the next section is called Do This First Before Module 1. These are two very brief exercises or tasks that you need to complete. They are graded, they are worth points. And here you can see the due date. So these are both due on February 9th, and they each take maybe, oh, I don't know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes to do each one. They're very easy. So when you click one of these, it'll take you, I'll just click this one, it'll take you to a page that tells you what you're about to do and how to do it. And you can just keep scrolling the page up until you get to the bottom. And when you want to go to the next task in this section of this module, you can click this next button here in the lower right corner. And it takes you to the very next page or very next item. This is a discussion that you need to complete. It tells you here what to do. And being our first discussion, you're going to do something very simple. You're going to just introduce yourself. And to do that, you would just click reply right here. It's like any board, discussion board that you have online. And then here in this blank box that opens up, you would type whatever it is you're supposed to type in the discussion. So you would type something about yourself, why you're taking this class, what you hope to learn, and so on. When you're finished typing, please go to this blue button in the lower right corner and click Post Reply. Now notice that there's nothing else you have to do here except that. So you only have to write a couple sentences if you want to. It doesn't have to be a whole story, just very brief. And you're just basically telling the rest of the class who you are. So we're going to hopefully get to know each other a little bit better when we get further on in the semester. Okay, I'm going to click home again. And that's about it. I know that you're probably anxious about the very first assignment. That would be found here in the modules. I'm going to click that button. The first major assignment, I should say. After you complete all this stuff up here, which is really very short little bits of things, module number 1 is the first major component of this class where you have multiple tasks to do and about a week to complete them. The due date here is February 14th, and there are only 2 things you're going to turn in, but several things you're going to view. So please be sure you have to complete everything basically in order to get started. You have to do this part first, how to use the textbook and do the projects. You have to view those first, then before you can view the rest of the modules here. So please do things in sequence. There's the overview, the lecturette, the reading assignment, what to do there. You're going to watch a video here, and you're going to do a major project, and then that's the end of the module. And there's going to be another video, a separate video that you're going to watch that's located here in the overview for Module 1 that shows you how to do Module 1. So don't worry, you'll have plenty of help in what you're doing here. There is another link that you might be interested in. It's this one, the McGraw-Hill SimNet link over here on the left. There's also a button for it on the main page, the main home page. When you click that link, it will take you here, and you might be asked here to actually sign in to SimNet, which is a required part of our class. You need to be able to use SimNet, and there's a whole page about that in from the home page. There's a button called SimNet, so you can read about it more there. But this is a place where you have to log in. You might already be logged into SimNet by this point, since you've already logged into Canvas, so you might not see this login page. So, but either if you do, then just go ahead and log in. Otherwise, you will go straight to the homepage for SimNet for this class. SimNet is a website that is connected to this class, and it's where you're going to do some practice tutorials as well as the tests in this class. So I'm going to go back to the home page, and that's about it for this video. I do encourage you to click all the buttons here on the home page and view everything here in Canvas of what's coming up and what is going to be expected of you. Plus, if you have any questions, you can always email me directly, and my email pops up everywhere. Meet the Teacher has it. I'm always in my announcements. I always include my email, so you'll be able to find me. And feel free to ask me questions at any time, and I will be happy to answer them as quickly as possible.